Hello everyone and welcome to Gemma's Window. If you have followed the calculations in the box below or hopped onto my website at gemmaswindow@gmail.com and you have concluded you're a power year number 3, you're at the right place. Hey threes, you only have to do that calculation once for the entire year, but your monthly number changes and that's where I come in. You are in the month of 5 for November 2020. So let's get our deck of cards. We're going to first look at business. And while I shuffle these cards for you threes, let's go over what these numbers mean. Now, the power year number 3 is meant to be a more relaxing year for you. You're getting a little reprieve before you hit your power year number 4, which is a lot of hard work, potentially. But I find that 3 doesn't tend to be a lighter year. 3 can be a lot of drama. It can be a great year for someone who does any kind of communications, public speaking, writing, acting. You could find that there's a lot of action this year for you in that. Or you could just find as an individual that you're called on to communicate a lot this year. That's what 3 is about. It's the biggest number of communication, or you might decide to write a book or write something. But for the month of 5, 5 is about changes. Now, you might just decide to cut your hair, or there might be a change in the workplace because the universe wants you to move on or move into something else, or get aggravated enough that you finally go back and get that certification at school that you've been putting off. So 5 can also be about travel, adventure, but it's also a lot about communication and counseling. So there might be something for some of you who are thinking about becoming a counselor, or this might be a big push, this combination of 3 and 5, to begin going to counseling. Okay, I dropped a card. You know what that means. We have to take a look at it. So let's begin threes with those of you who have a job. And then we're going to take a look at threes who are looking for a job. All words that are said in this reading are for you 3. I divide it up to make it more specific and more interesting, but all for you. Okay, so we're looking at our threes who are working, and you're going to go from like one moment thinking that you're being left behind to the next moment of wonderful accolades, coming your way, and a possible promotion, or you thought the promotion isn't going to work out, and all of a sudden something turns around and you make some headway. So I feel like you may not be exactly where you want to be by the end of the month, but I feel like you're going to see where you're headed, and that's going to make you feel better. There's also the indication here of a huge decision that you have to make in this month of 5, but it may be that one job didn't work out, but another job has. Or one project didn't work out, but another project that sounds even better is coming down the pike. So all is not lost in the workplace for you threes. You have some kind of good news or good luck or change of location opportunity, change of territory, change of office space, even change of job coming your way, where it's like, okay, maybe it's baby steps, but at least I know I'm headed towards something. But then there's this big decision that comes into play. So maybe you get an outside offer, and you're in the workplace and you get an outside offer from someone else, but something definitely does go your way in the workplace. Let's take a look for those of you threes who are looking for work. Okay, in this month of 5, you are looking for Maybe something new. In both of your readings here, you're coming from a, a more negative feeling place. It's like you're being hard on yourself or down on yourself, or maybe something happened that made you sad or made you mad. But you're coming from that kind of a place, and it looks as though you've really got a lot on the ball, all of you threes, in the workplace. You've really got a lot on the ball, and you got more going for you than I think you're realizing or that you're giving yourself credit for. And it does look like, threes, that you are going to have this opportunity in the month of November, in this month of 5, for a new lead to a great job, or that offer is going to come to you. It's like all the way across the board, there's some kind of good luck for all of you threes out there when it comes to the workplace. Now, there could be changes and shuffling around in the workplace where, because of COVID, some people could get cut, and you don't. Something like that can be transpiring, where there's changes in the office or industry that you're working in, and you land on your feet. So there's flux of some kind, but I don't think so much for you as for other people around you. Let's take a look, threes, at romance for you, okay? Let's take a look at romance for those of you threes who are in a relationship. Let's see how it's going. Threes in a relationship. Hey, threes, it looks to me like some of you have suffered a breakup, or maybe suffering a breakup or a change, a big change, a dramatic change in the relationship. Gosh, it could be that you work together and now that person's left the job, or you have, and now you're not seeing each other every day, and it makes you very nervous and depressed. So whatever the changes were or are happening in this month of November, they make you very, very anxious and depressed, and you worry. You're worried about it. You're worried about the change in the relationship, whatever that change is. But you soon change your mind about it, and you say, I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go with the flow. I'm going to make the best of it, and I'm going to figure out how to make it better for myself. And I feel like you're going to do it. You're going to do it. You're going to say, well, okay, if you don't want to go on vacation with me, I'm going to go anyway. I'm going to go by myself. I mean, that's just one example of what could be happening. Let's take a look, threes, for those of you who are looking for a relationship in this month of November, in this month of 5. Let's see. Threes. You know, it's so funny because both of the readings are similar. There's all of this upheaval, or some kind of decisions being made, or misunderstandings, or mixed signals. And yet, at the end of it, threes, you're happy. You're pleased that maybe you nipped it in the bud, or maybe you solved the mystery, or maybe you laid it on the line with somebody and said, this is going to be no more. Or maybe you said, well, two can play at this game. Whatever you're doing, there's a lot of flux, and then you end up saying, oh, well, I like myself too much for this crap. I'll go with the changes, or I'll make the changes myself and just see what else is out there. Or I'll go along with what they're saying for now, or doing for now, or expecting of me for now. But on the other hand, I'm going to tell myself if it isn't better by such and such a time, then I'm going to throw in the towel. Whatever it is, the words save yourself come to mind, where you really do go ahead and save yourself in a situation and say, the heck with it, it isn't worth it, or it is worth it, or I'm worth it. And very, very interesting, threes. I'd be interested to know some of those stories. Now, threes, let's take a look and let's ask for the best results of any question that you have. It might be love, it might be work, it could be any relationship, right? It could be finance, health. But let's ask about what's the best that we can expect for the outcome. Okay, and there we go. Okay. Okay. So I think it's to have patience. It's to have patience with the situation. It looks to me like if you haven't already expressed what you want, to go ahead and do that. It looks to me like a lot of you already have, and that you're feeling very badly about it, or it's falling apart, or an idea that you had, or a suggestion that you had, or a request that you had, like you're just feeling like you're getting a kickback in a way that isn't perhaps too pleasant. But the outcome card is saying to have patience, to let things work out a little on their own without you, stirring the spoon in the pot, so to speak. Just having patience, trusting your instincts, and knowing that you have a connection to past that can come through and help you with whatever this dilemma is. Now, it could be that you have a good, steady relationship, and it could be that even though whatever you've asked for or requested or commented on didn't go over so well, you know that you're probably going to get through this because you've had upheavals before. Or perhaps you can call upon help from someone from the past to intervene on your behalf. Or you know that, hey, you've had ups and downs before and you've landed on your feet in this situation or similar situations, and you're gonna do it again. So you've got this theme throughout all of your cards today, that though there's upheaval, somehow you seem to be optimistic, or see the little light at the end of the tunnel, that it may not be that bad, or it may work out in the end. And that's awesome. That's awesome, threes, and I'm going to leave it at that, because you seem to have your finger on the pulse. You seem to know what needs to be said and who it needs to be said to, and you seem to be quite fearless and say, well, I can't keep this in forever. I can't keep going like this forever. So I have to ask or require some changes or tweaks, and I'm going to live with whatever the repercussions are, but I've got to get it off my chest. And that's what it looks like is happening for you. Thank you for joining Gemma's Window. If you'd like to have a private reading with me, please jump onto my website at gemmaswindow@gmail.com. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you. Thanks for now, threes. See you next time.